Welcome back to our Gym Challenge Sunday. This is the final between Bryan Kim and Giovanni Costa. This is going to be a very fun matchup. I think I said this earlier, but we've seen a lot of creative strategies today with so many people. We saw Giovanni's team a few minutes ago, but Bryan bringing in Corviknight, Volcarona, Gothitelle, not Perish Trap, just Trap. That was his words. That's going to be very fun. It's going to be a very interesting team, and I think to see in play, it feels kind of like hyper offense. While Giovanni, we saw take some hits, be kind of bulky, still offensive, but yeah. Two dragons on screen, Tatsugiri and Dragonite, but we're not going to see Tatsugiri in this matchup. We're going to see Bryan on the left here with Corviknight, Volcarona, Gothitelle, Palafin, Chi and Pao, and Iron Hands, while Giovanni on the right, Dragonite, Garchomp, Tauros. This one is Aqua Breed, Iron Bundle, Tinglu, and Goldengo. All right, now what do you do here for either one? I think for Bryan, the best strategy, yeah, Fake Out is always good, especially if it's Dragonite, because that way you can move that multi-scale and they can't switch. Iron Hands. Also, I believe the Fake Out is on Iron Hands. Gothitelle also has it, so you can pick whichever one you want to use. Double Fake Out, why not? But then what do you do? Corviknight is a really good sweeper because it's got Bulk Up, it's got Body Press and Brave Bird, which are very, very useful, and it's got Roost to recover quite a bit. Oh, we are going to see what's going on here. I believe we're just fixing. There we go. Hope that works, and that is not okay. We got 30 seconds left. We're good. All right, Giovanni. On the other hand, that was interesting. I didn't even know there was a feature on the Switch. Learn something new every day. Giovanni on the right side. I think here, if you lead, you got to be mindful of the fake outs. I wouldn't go into Dragonite right away, at risk of losing the multi-scale. I wouldn't actually go into. I think the best bet would probably be Iron Bundle and Tauros. Glue is not bad either, especially because you can do some damage on Gothitelle and Iron Hands. This Tinglu specifically is Terra Fire, so Iron Hands could do some nice, like, you can, if you Terra that into Iron Hands, you're going to be Goldengo's another one that I think isn't a bad option at all because you can go for Shadow Balls onto the Gothitelle. But Goldengo, Dragonite, gonna lead. Yeah, I was like, I'm surprised we see Dragonite actually. Because there's no way for Dragonite to switch, or it's going to lose the multi-scale. And honestly, it's not going to be a huge issue, but Iron Hands... I think what we're going to see is Fake Out from Gothitelle into Dragonite and Volt Switch on Iron Hands. Probably to Corviknight. Oh, Trick Room's a possibility as well. Potential Fake Out on Dragonite and Trick. That's not bad either. These two... Goldengo can switch out, by the way, because it's Ghost type, so it's immune to Shadow Tag. So, but I don't know if it would necessarily want to. Straight up Terrestrial here. And that is going to be the Terrestrial on the Gothitelle. That is Dark type, so that is not going to... So Dark type Terra means that if it's hit with the Shadow Ball, it's not going to get hit very hard with a Shadow Ball. Fake Out on that Dragonite is going to remove the multi-scale and flinch it. Shadow Ball, but onto Iron Hands, which is, I believe, Soul Vested. Yeah. So it's not going to do too much. That Dragonite does flinch, and there's that Trick Room. Okay, now you're in a good spot. Considering... if Dragonite decides to go for Terra, it's gone. It's going to get Wild Charged to Oblivion. So I think right now you just kind of double up on the Dragonite. Volt Switch is not a bad option. Volt Switch or Wild Charge. I think switching out is probably smart, looking at what you have. Yeah. This is an interesting one. I think Goldengo's not really going to be able to do too much. It does have Thunderbolt though, so yeah, you would be scared if you see Corviknight because it could go for that. Tinglu coming in, which is quite nice actually, because it is probably going to be slowest on the field. This is why Iron Hands should be pretty scared. It's going to go for a Wild Charge onto the Tinglu slot though, and we're going to see Psychic also onto the Tinglu slot. Wow, very good call from Giovanni there. Dragon Claw is going onto a physical Iron Hands, but look how much damage that does. Yeah, you can't do much. You really can't do much. I think, yeah, swapping the Corviknight's your game. You gotta go for... You have to just go for bulk ups. Good news, you resist Corviknight, and Tinglu can't do anything. Body Press would be your best bet if you are Giovanni, or Ruination. And if you're able to set up bulk ups or roosts, you're good shape for that. However, if they double up onto this now Corviknight slot, that may actually be very well... Oh, it's going to really come down to what Giovanni does. Giovanni goes for a Ruination plus a Dragon Claw. That might be enough to do exactly what it needs. We're going to see that Gothitelle protects, was not going to get hit. Stompy Tantrum connects with Gothitelle. Or no, connects with Corviknight. Doesn't really matter. It's not going to hit either one. Dragon Claw on the resistant Corviknight. That's 50 still. That's quite a bit still. All right, pretty standard here. Like on the Dragonite, and you bulk up. Because going to be faster than Dragonite with the Dragon Claws, so it doesn't matter. Stomping Tantrum at 150 base power now because it was resisted. Does not connect or not KO the Gothitelle. In fact, it's just going to bring out its Citrus Berry, have a snack on the field in the middle of the game. Okay, go ahead, Gothitelle. Now you're hungry. Sidekick goes on to Dragonite. It is going to do more than I expected. Bulk up on Corviknight. Really good there, because that is going to make that Dragon Claw do about like 30 now instead of... And Dragon Claw does connect, but it's connecting with the Gothitelle slot, and it lives it with 3 HP. Yeah, you Psychic Dragonite, and now you can Body Press or Brave Bird on Dragonite. You can also go for a Rooster or Bulk Up. I don't know what the best strategy would be, honestly. Yeah, Brave Bird's pretty... I think I'd Brave Bird Dragonite. I would be more scared of that. Because Tinklu cannot hit you. Best bet's Body Press, and you're in defense, so... You could also go for it, yeah. Yeah, that's what I would have done. Brave Bird. Ruination. Oh, Ruination gonna miss on Corviknight. That's actually really good for Bryan. It's gonna give Bryan a bit of an advantage there. Psychic partnered with a Brave Bird. I think this is gonna pick up a KO on Dragonite. This is a +1 Brave Bird. That should have KO. Yeah. So, Dragonite's gone on Geo's side, and now Bryan's in a very interesting spot because Bryan still has both of his Pokemon. Goldengo coming out. I know you're gonna, yeah, okay, so now this is what's interesting, because Corviknight is Terra to Dragon. I think that is a good call. I believe Trick Room and Roost, yeah, that's what you gotta do. You have no choice. Thunderbolt gonna go first, though. I'm surprised we didn't see that Terrestrial. Oh, Corviknight takes that hit, but gets paralyzed. That's an interesting, that could be good or bad, depending on this. There's that Lumberry, though, never mind. I was gonna say, that's gonna help for the speed in Trick Room, but it doesn't really matter. I don't know if it's gonna outspeed Tinglu anyways, but the Lumberry is gonna prevent it from doing anything. Roost is going to get Corviknight into a position where it can do some nice damage. Stomping Tantrum is going to pick up Gothitelle. It's not going to get that Trick Room up, though. So yeah, that Lumberry really helps. Now, I believe this is really good for Bryan, because if I'm not mistaken, that last month is Volcarona. You cannot go for Iron Hands to potentially fake out, but I think, yeah, you got to go for Volcarona right away. Okay, pretty easy here. Volcarona, it's got Quiver Dance, Fiery Dance, Protect, and Giga Drain. I think you just, I don't know what, I haven't seen what he clicked, but I would imagine it's Fiery Dance. And then, it could be Protect as well, and then Roost. But I think Fiery Dance, you have to put that pressure on Goldengo so you can get your Roost up. Pretty sure that'll KO Goldengo. It's Terra Steel anyways, it goes down. Last Pokemon, if it's Tauros. Okay, Thunderbolt does knock out the Corviknight. So this Volcarona is bulky, we know that now. I believe it's still going to go for Fiery Dance here. Quiver Dance. Okay, so it's going to actually go for the sweep. Which it can do. Just really depends here on what this Tinglu does. Yeah. Body Press. Did not expect it. Okay, this may burn. Nope. Okay, so this Volcarona's Terra is Grass. So I guess that was what Giovanni was expecting, was that Terra to Grass right away. Iron Hands coming out is actually really nice because you get that fake out right now on Tinglu and can pretty much focus on Volcarona, get that Fiery Dance on it right away. If it is Iron Bundle, you were in good shape. I would not Terra. The Terra actually was already used, yeah. It was on Gothitelle. So I don't know why they were going for that Body Press instead of Stomping Tantrum. I think Stomping Tantrum would have been better. They have the miss chance as well. Or Ruination, yeah. Iron Hands goes for fake out onto Tinglu. There's no surprise there. Fiery Dance does connect, and it is going to connect with that Tinglu, not the Goldengo. Doesn't get a boost though. Shadow Ball, I think this is actually gonna pick up a KO. Make up close. 9 HP. Okay, now you're in a good spot. Tinglu does flinch. Okay, here's the thing. Bryan, that was smart. Like, I think you Fiery Dance on you Fiery Dance on Goldengo and you Drain Punch on that Tinglu. You make sure you live. I don't think it's gonna be enough to KO. But depending on if Tinglu hits Volcarona or Iron Hands, may be enough to do just what you need. Goldengo goes down, no surprise there. How much is Drain Punch gonna do? If it's enough to KO, it's 2-on-1, and I think Bryan's in perfect position to win this matchup. If not, it's Giovanni who has that 2-on-1. Oh! Okay, so Iron Hands is slower than Tinglu. There you go. So now, what do you do? Stomping Tantrum. See, the nice part about Volcarona is it's got Flame Body, right? So potential burns on Tinglu, and then you Giga Drain and just recover could be very, very useful. I think it's Tauros. Yeah, I was gonna say if it's Tauros, it's gonna be interesting. You Giga Drain the Tauros. You have no choice. You're +1. You Giga Drain Tauros. It's gonna Aqua Jet you. If you live, you recover quite a bit back. Your special, yeah, protect. See what it does. Also, in case one of them protect, good call on Bryan. You get a free Giga Drain here and Ruination. I don't think that would. I think Stomping's better, but because it failed, Stomping's not going to do +2. Yeah, you Giga Drain the Tauros. You have to Giga Drain Tauros. Gonna Aqua Jet. It doesn't Aqua Jet. Then it. Oh! We all forgot about Geo's Terra. Did not happen yet. On Tauros. Well played, Geo. Really well played. One of those 50-50 games, do you fire your dance or not? Let's Giga Drain. I'm like, you have to. Yeah, Giga Drain. Oh, I think this is going to go to Bryan. I think it's a Geo here. That was brilliant. That Terra steal. Brilliant. That's it. Giovanni wins game 1. Wow. Okay. What a match. I mean, that Terra to steal. Yeah, we saw so much Dragonite Terra in the last one that I think we all kind of was like, oh yeah, Dragonite's gonna be the Terra. No, Terra Steel Tauros. That is fun. That is really fun. Take notes. That is a cool Pokemon. I think Tauros, you know, either way, something unique is gonna win here today. I've not seen Tauros much today. I've definitely not seen Volcarona much today. So either way, we're gonna have a unique Pokemon. I think top spot. I think last tournament we saw Bellybolt. Yeah, that was cool. That won. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I think here, if you're Giovanni, okay, so here's the thing. If you're Bryan, yeah, Iron Hands is good. You just gotta watch out because of that Terra. Oh, instant Steelix. Wow, I didn't even have time to theorize. Giovanni, I think honestly, I don't see any use bringing in Gothitelle though, if you are Bryan, because Gothitelle didn't do much, and the Trick Room just helped Giovanni at the end of the day. Kind of go like faster offense. I believe we saw Corviknight, Volcarona, Chi-Pao, Iron Hands, but I like the wait away for a second. I didn't see it, so we're gonna find out if that is the correct Pokemon that Bryan's bringing in. If it is, really good choice. Giovanni, I think you just bring in the same things. I think you kind of have to bring in Goldengo. You're kind of trapped with Goldengo because just to knock out Corviknight, you need something to knock out Corviknight, and that is your best bet, especially if it Terrestrials to Dragon. Tauros could do Solid too, but you are going to be weak to that, either Body Press or Brave Bird, depending on if you Terrestrial or not. So, Dragonite, Terraflying as well. That's not gonna very. Yeah, I think that's your best bet. If it is that Goldengo? So yeah, there it is. Just leave the same thing. And Gothitelle, Iron Hands. Okay, so we did see the Gothitelle. So I do not know what the other Pokemon are, but I don't. So it's Corviknight and Volcarona, which I believe was the exact same thing we saw last time. Okay. Don't know if Trick Room's necessarily. Trick Room's not bad at all. Terra to Dark, gotta avoid the. Yeah. That's the only issue I think with Bryan's team right now is that Terra to Dark right away it's kind of predictable, but you gotta make sure you. I think what we're gonna see here. Maybe this is weird. I don't know, but yeah, Dragonite. I think we're gonna see Dragon. Okay, we're gonna see Fake Out on Dragonite. I think we're gonna see Shadow Ball back once again. Oh, it did go for the Gothitelle. Alright, so that Terra to Dark did help on Bryan's side. Okay, now you're in an interesting spot. Dragonite flinches, and then we're gonna get that Trick Room. Okay. Good news. Trick Room is now going to make sure that these two are not the fastest. Bad news, well, you can't really switch. You have to stand with you guys. I think, yeah, Wild Surge of Volt Switch. Yeah, Volt Switch is good because it's unexpected. And then afterwards, you can go into your Corviknight and just pick up some KOs. Well, then go protects. Yeah, and as you can hear from the audience reaction, bad call. It's not going to hit this turn, so it's kind of a waste of protects. Dragonite's going to just get crippled. It's not going to get KO'd, it's just going to get crippled. And yeah, Corviknight's the best option here because you need to be able to sweep and Trick Room. That is what Corviknight does best. Doubling up with the Psychic there, and that is going to go ahead and get it down to 50%. Dragonite goes for an Earthquake. Oh, okay. Well, now you switch Dragonite out. There is no way Dragonite's staying in because otherwise you're going to hit your Goldengo. I think. Yeah, also the Terra to Dragon is kind of, you gotta watch out for that though. Goldingo, I honestly, I switch back. I would switch back to Iron Hand. I wouldn't bulk up. I would. Okay, I mean it's fine, but like, Goldingo, it's gonna switch. So you're gonna go. Okay, so I thought Dragonite was gonna switch out and you'd have a different attacker, but instead we're gonna go to Tinglu, who's gonna take those Earthquakes. Those we may see Dragonite switch out too. But either way, good bulk up. Those are really wise bulk up. Psychic goes onto the Dragonite. So I would actually be, because that dropped its special. Okay, I was like, if that dropped its special, then Gothitell's gonna pick up the knockout on Dragonite's turn. But this bulk up's really good because it's gonna help against that Tinglu. I can't really do too much. Earthquake, just gonna hit the Tinglu. And Gothitell too. It was a critical hit on Gothitell, but it still lives. Psychic on Dragonite again, or switch out to Iron Hands. Psychic on Dragonite again. Use Psychic on Dragonite, because otherwise then you can fake it out with the Iron Hand. Actually, Gothitell going in for Protect is smart, but it's probably kind of wasted because Gothitell can't really do it right now. Yeah, switching it to Iron Hands is interesting. That's smart. Switching to Iron Hands and then going for a. Yeah, you have to pick because either way, because an Iron Hands is weak to Star with it, right? So you do. Gothitell protects this turn. Smart. Honestly, I think Body Press was going on to the Tinglu. Ruination on Corviknights. That is not bad at all because it's not much it can do onto you anyways. Its best bet is Body Press as well, and it's just going to get crippled here from Earthquake. Giovanni's Dragonite doing more harm to its own side than the opponent's. However, I do think Giovanni's in a really nice position considering the Trick Room's going to end pretty soon. And Goldingo can then come on in and hit some Corviknights. So I think, yeah, you Psychic onto the Dragonite. Go ahead and... What is the switch? I was like, I don't think so. Body Press again? Or Roost? I would Roost. Okay. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's right. Tinglu's faster than Gothitell's, or called from Bryan's side. That means we are going to... And that's actually really not bad. Because Gothitell does go down. However, this Dragonite also is going to go down with it. Thanks to the Brave Bird. Now, you... I think... Honestly... Comes down to whether or not the Trick Room ends turn or not. Yeah, they do. It does. Go into Volk. I think, yeah. You have to go into Volcarona. You put a lot of pressure right now on Tauros and Tinglu. Okay, this is the hard part with Tauros. Is it going to Terra or not? Is it going to go for that Terra or is it not? I think your best bet here is to go for a, honestly, Brave Bird of the Tauros. That Goldingo in the back, keep that in mind. That is going to be very scary. Quiver Dance to set up is not a bad option, and a Roost to recover is not a bad option. I would be worried about close combat. I don't know. I think Tauros may be able to pick KO'd here. Then after that, worry about those wave crashes, right? Fire Dance can do so much, but it's a matter of the Terra again. We've not seen Giovanni Terra. What's going to get that Terra? Because if Tinglu Terras to fire, which I don't think it will because of how low its health is, that could be detrimental, but I think that Tauros may Terra Steel. Tinglu's going to switch. I think this Tauros is going to pick up a KO. I really do. Going to Goldingo. Power Brand, I would have protected. I think this Tauros, I don't think Quiver is the right call. Yeah. If this wave... But if you Roost, you're still not in the best shape. Because you could fake out, but you're going to have to hit that Goldingo, which you're not going to do much damage on. Even with the plus. Yeah, I would have protected and got for... It does knock out. I think Giovanni... That burn is pretty big. That burn's pretty big. Giovanni's in a really good spot. Thunderbolt's income. No, Goldingo switch. Yeah. Thunderbolt's incoming on the next turn. It'll do that. You basically gotta go for an Iron Hand. You basically gotta... Okay, here's the thing. I don't think that's gonna be that useful. You just straight up Wild Charge. Straight up Wild Charge Brave Bird combo. Or Roost. I would honestly Roost again. I would just... Goldingo. Here's the thing. Goldingo does over 50%. We saw that last time. Oh... Gonna be a close one. Tinglu comes out. I know... Yeah... That's Goldingo. It's gonna come out of the Goldingo. If you could get rid of Goldingo, you win. It does over 50%. Brave Bird. It is Life Orb though, so I'll do it. I think I'll do it. I would have roosted a turn beforehand, but you know what? That'll do me good. I think Bryan may have just taken that match with that Golden Go knockout, because Tinglu cannot do much onto Corviknight, especially because it is +1 defense, and Tinglu's best bet is to body press it and Ruination. Tauros, not only is it burned, it's intimidated. And both of these opposing Pokemon are weak to Drain Punch. Right now you Drain Punch Tinglu and just body press on Tauros, or vice versa. Yeah. One fighting move for the other. We're gonna see a forfeit. I think Bryan's got this. I don't think this goes anywhere. Out of body press, done. But yeah, on the jaw. I probably on the Tinglu. You want to Tinglu out more. The body press is your heavier damage dealing move. Your best bet right now is to hope for a crit, essentially with a wave crash or suffer. And if that happens, may just be. I still think that even with a stomping tantrum though, Iron Hands picks up the knockout. Tauros goes for close combat. That's actually heavier than wave crash. That burn and intimidate, man. That burn and intimidate. You hope for a crit. That's it. Body press. I think that kicks up the knockout on Tinglu, and with that is going to take the game, I believe. See how much this Drain Punch does. If it does over 50%, there's no way that Tauros can recover now. And it picks up a KO, even with the intimidate. Whew. Good game to Bryan and Gio again, but Bryan fighting back for life. Gonna be a very interesting final here. I mean, we're going to game 3. That's always exciting, right? You never know what happens when you go to game 3. So let's do it. Let's get into it. I am excited. This is gonna be one of the most intense finals. We saw both players just play so well that I do think like at one point that Golden Go has so much power with Thunderbolt. It is scary. It does over 50% on Corviknight. So wow, that's what you got to watch out for. The Terra to Dark was very wise on Gothitelle. That basically helped because that Golden Go was going to knock out otherwise. Good adjustments from Bryan. I think one thing that may have caught Bryan off guard was... Whoa, okay. I think one thing that may have caught Bryan off guard in the first matchup was that Terra to Steel from Tauros. Good news about that, though. Now with Chi and Pao, you don't have to worry about that because you got Sacred Sword. You gotta worry about some Intimidates. I honestly think switching to Chi and Pao is a much better play. Volcarona got one-hit KO'd by Tauros. You don't want to deal with that again. It did do better in the first match, but because it did go for the wrong move and went for Energy Ball, or sorry, Giga Drain instead of Fiery Dance, it did end up as a knockout on the Volcarona, not the Tauros. So I think going to Chi and Pao instead is going to be a better option instead of Volcarona. What happens? I think if you're Geo, same Pokemon, bundle, doesn't do much. Dragonite, it's good. Garchomp doesn't do much on this one, especially if Chi and Pao's coming in. It could be solid lead if you want, but Trick Room, yeah, I was like, you just gotta lead the same thing. You have no choice. Gothitelle Chi and Pao. Alrighty. There, that is actually, I think, right now, great. Yeah, doubling up on the Dragonite is really smart. Really smart. And then you got Sucker Punch for that Tinglu later. Oh yeah. If it goes Shadow Ball, that's fine. I got Sucker Punch. And Sacred Sword. And Giovanni gonna go for a Terra right away. I'm guessing that is gonna be on Golden Go. Yep. Wasting that Terra is Bryan because it now knows Sacred Sword is going to be better than the Sucker Punch later in the game. Possibly a knockout. But first, goodbye Dragonite. There's no way this is living. No way this is living. It is 4 times weak, and it's got Sword of Ruin on the field. Bye-bye. Chi and Pao just overpowered. I don't think Giovanni expected that, to be honest. Shadow Ball coming out, or Make It Rain? Make It Rain. Which means Gothitelle lives, most likely. I would be, maybe into crits, but I think Gothitelle's good enough. Yeah. Okay, now, here's your thing. Did Giovanni bring out Garchomp and Iron Bundle? If you did, this is the way to do it. Actually, Tauros would be fine too. Even if you brought in the same Pokemon, Tauros is your best bet. But if it is, guess what? You got Gothitelle. And guess what? Gothitelle's going to be able to do some damage. -1 will probably still be able to knock out. I think it's even fine if you just brought out an Iron Hands, which I think Bryan did. Yeah, you sacked the Volcarona. Oh, Iron Bundle coming out. Okay. Not what I thought. But very smart for Geo. I mean, in this case, like I said, Iron Bundle on paper was really the best mod, especially if Trick Room comes out. But right now, it's in the best spot it can be in because that Terra didn't. Yeah, I would suck. I wouldn't even. I would switch to Iron Hands. I would switch to Iron Hands. I would switch. I don't think Giovanni needs to stand right now. Oh, yeah, that's smart. That way you can fake out. Yeah, that's good. That's a good call. That's a good call. I think, Gothitelle. I have Gothitelle right here. It's literally a Gothitelle flush in front of me. The whole thing is, yeah, can't see it, but Goldengo protects the smart. Because Trickham's not coming. And that's awesome. That's a perfect way, because now you can wait for Gothitelle to Terra now, because if Goldengo goes for Shadow Ball, it's not going to work. You do got to watch out for the Iron Bundle Encore. Okay, so that's something. So what you do now, you fake out on Iron Bundle, and you Terra, yeah, Dark Trick Room, fake out on Iron Bundle. Boom. Yep, that's the way to do it. Isn't that right, Gothitelle? It looks really accurate. The plush looks really accurate to the Gothitelle on screen. It even actually has layers on its dress, which is, or whatever you want to call it. Like, it's like 4 different layers of fabric. Very cool. And the only thing it's missing now is that Terra Jewel on the top. But, yeah, I think that was brilliant for Bryan. Because you just, I think Giovanni obviously did not expect the Chain Power lead. And couldn't switch out because of Gothitelle. So, the bundle flinches, so it's not going to do much. Make it rain, you're kind of hoping on a crit. You're hoping for a crit. If it crits, you're good to chain. But it does not, and Gothitell's going to be able to pick up that trigger. Not to mention, Goldengo is now -2, which means Iron Bundle's in a really tough spot. I think right now, you can protect Gothitelle. Goldengo can't switch anymore because it is terrestrial. It has to sacrifice those -2s. I think, yeah, double up on the bundle. I mean, Drain Punch on Goldengo or Iron Bundle. I think the bundle is scarier, honestly, and especially because it's protected on the last turn, it cannot Terra. It is going to get hit, or whatever it is going to get hit. If it's Tinglu, it's going to get hit. Pretty heavy as well. Really heavy, and I don't think Stomping Tantrum's going to pick up a KO on Iron Hands. Goldengo protects. Yeah. Not the right call on Giovanni, because that's doubling up on the... Okay, Iron Bundle. Double protect here. Okay. Wasting the Trick Room, I see. One of those gets hit on the next turn. Which one will it be? Seeing that double into... I don't think if you... Honestly... Double up again. Oh, switch to Corviknight second. Double up. Drain Punch one. I have Drain Punch one. I probably wouldn't. Yeah, just in case I switch to Tingler. Wild Charge does more. Corviknight comes in and he can start body pressing on Goldengo. It's good. Especially because it's -2. But Goldengo could switch now. Iron Bundle. Oh, no. I may not. Nope, it can't. Goldengo can switch. No, because Iron Bundle and Dragonite are now gone, and that means Giovanni is down to the last 2. And that also means that Goldengo is just going to keep making it right. Even if this crits both the Pokemon resist here, that does not a lot at all. In fact, I think it does more damage on itself than it does to these 2. So... You're gonna have to hope for a crit Thunderbolt. That's it. Tinglu, I think, yeah, not the mon you wanted to see to bring out if you're money here. Yeah, the Trick Room's there, but guess what? Body Press is there too, plus Drain Punch. I do not believe Stomping Tantrum will one-hit KO. Plus, you know it's Assault Vested, so what? I mean, right now you just double up on it. But bulk up is a smart option. Like you can pick 2 turns of Trick Room. You bulk up or do you just straight up Body Press? Honestly, I think straight up Body Press. Stomping Tantrum, how much is it gonna do onto Iron Hands? Like half, but that's not even gonna KO on the next turn either because Drain Punch. So the life covered here is gonna be quite a bit. Enough. The 67, I believe, it gets up this, or maybe it's around 60. Body Press combo, not a KO, but you know what? Drain Punch will KO in there. Thunderbolt, how much is it gonna do? It doesn't really matter. Like nothing. And if it does get paralysis, it doesn't matter because it's very there. But it doesn't. At this point, Body Press, yeah, Body Press, Goldengo, Drain Punch, Blue. I think Bryan wins this. Bye, Tinglu. I think Bryan's like saying good game to GL already. It's Bryan's game. 4v1. And you know what? This goes to show exactly what I've been saying about this format this entire so far, just this entire season. If you don't lead right, you lose turn 1, and I think that's exactly what happened here. The lead with Giovanni, with Gothitelle and Chi-Pao, put Dragonite in a spot where it could not do anything. It just didn't do anything. There's obviously some options to go for as well, but it also forced that Terra Steel on Goldengo. But with that, Bryan Kim is today's Gym Challenge Sunday champion. Yeah, it's one of those games where leads are so important, though. if we saw a different lead from Giovanni, it may have been a different story. But because we saw that Dragonite go down really fast, and then Gothitelle next to it allowed it to just do what it did. The Terra was great on Bryan's side because the Shadow Ball would be resisted. You can get your Trick Room up and then just do what you've been doing in the last matches while not having to worry about Golden Go, which I think was very detrimental, especially when knocking out Corviknight. Just absolutely helped. And with that, Bryan played very well in that and is going to walk away today's champion. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys had a wonderful time. We hope to see you guys here again 2 weeks from now for the next Gym Challenge Sunday here at Psycho Turtle. And big love to everyone, Psycho Turtle, and of course Miguel and Taryn, our tournament organizers. We'll see you guys here in 2 weeks.